Hello, I'm Dr. Lola Ashaye, a board-certified family medicine and lifestyle medicine doctor, and you are listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye, a great place to be if you desire to take charge of your health so you can live fully while enjoying doing what you love. So today I would like to share 3 important tips for those that may be trying to achieve a healthy weight with a more natural approach. I've helped several people achieve a healthy weight, and I've talked with them about their challenges, their wins, and today I'd like to share some of the common themes that that have helped people in their healthy weight journey. The interesting thing is none of these tips are new. I am sure many of you have heard them before, but I found that no matter how much head knowledge we have, until we're actually doing what we claim to know, we're not yet fully convinced. So hearing it over and over again can be helpful. But beyond hearing, today I would like you to make a decision to do at least one thing. One thing can go a long way if you just start today. But before we get into it, this is Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. I'm Lola Ashaye, a family medicine and lifestyle medicine doctor and owner of InTouch Primary Care in Sugar Land, Texas. And what we do at InTouch is we make it easy to remain and to become and remain healthy. We have direct access to the doctor. We have a very proactive approach to your health care. So if you are tired of a reactive approach to your health and you want to build a healthier lifestyle, then our services are perfect for you. Okay, so when it comes to achieving a healthy weight, if you want to go more the natural way, and honestly, regardless of how you achieve a healthy weight, if you're truly trying to be healthy about it, you would need to incorporate this lifestyle changes regardless. So these are for people who are interested in learning more about how to do it naturally, but also for people who may be taking medications or supplements or something to accelerate that process. Okay, so the first tip is eat food. Okay, so today, unfortunately, many of us are eating chemicals, not real food. Food is interesting these days, and the truth of the matter is food should be recognizable as food. When we look at our plates, we should be able to determine how what we're eating came to be. So for example, if we're eating a boiled potato, right? It is clearly a potato. There's no confusion about what it is. However, if you're eating potato chips, most of us will find it difficult to describe the process of how potato became to look like this, the potato chip in the bag or in our hand. So when I say eat food, what I mean is going forward, let's examine our food. Let's examine what's on our plate a little bit more. Let's think about it and see, is this real food or is it just a bunch of chemicals? Because food is medicine. And so at the end of the day, if we are truly trying to achieve a healthy weight where we're healthy and we're at a weight that is comfortable, we need to really focus on what we're ingesting, what is going in our bodies. Okay, so the second thing that I would like to address is something else that I find pretty interesting. And it's interesting because when many people come to me and talk about achieving a healthy weight, many start with physical activity. Many would have just joined a gym. Maybe they just started an exercise program, or they just started walking for an hour. And a lot of times that's the first thing they will tell me when they're talking about, okay, I'm serious now. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm doing. It's usually around physical activity. And all those things are great. But what I've found is a lot of times it's difficult for those same people to be consistent with that activity. And at the end of the day, with physical activity, consistency is number one. And that is why I'd rather have someone walking 5 minutes a day consistently than another person going to the gym for 1 hour per week. And the reason is, that person working 5 minutes a day, at some point, they will increase how long they're moving over time. But the person going to the gym an hour a week, oftentimes they stop at some point. So when we're talking about snack or movement, just take your time. Don't try to do anything too big initially. Just take your time, do a little bit, but do it consistently, do it every day, do it in snack bites. And that goes a long way. Okay, so we've talked about eating food, and we've talked about snacking and movement. The third thing I will talk about today that really has helped a lot of patients that have in achieving a healthy weight is getting healthy sleep. So sleep is so underrated, and many of us often sacrifice sleep for all kinds of things. I mean, I know I'm guilty of this too. We sacrifice sleep for work, for play, for relaxation, for anything really. Like we usually use that as a way to buy back time. So we reduce how much we sleep so we can work more. Reduce how much we sleep so we can play more. The issue is, especially when it comes to achieving a healthy weight, is we're missing out on a free opportunity. The thing about it is sleep is free, right? So people argue like, oh, if I have to eat healthy, it's going to cost me money. I have to, and all of that. There's a lot we could talk about around that, but people talk about that. Or to exercise costs money, I have to join a gym or whatever. But sleep is free, right? And it's a very powerful tool. The body uses it to rebuild itself, to repair itself, to heal itself. And lack of sleep is responsible for so many ailments. So we know that when we get adequate sleep, we feel better, we have more energy, we're in a better mood, we're more productive, we get sick less often, we improve our memory. There's so many benefits. I've not even mentioned all of them. But still, for some people, it may be helpful for you to think about it in terms of cost savings. So I challenge you to calculate how much you could potentially save by sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night. And I want you to consider the following things, how much you could potentially save on health, because now you're not having a headache all the time and you're not tired all the time. So maybe you're not buying as many supplements, because supplements are to supplement what you're already doing when you have a good foundation. But when you're supplementing a broken foundation, it doesn't work. So you're not spending money on all that stuff anymore, right? So you save in health. The other thing is you're less likely to need medical attention because now you're not getting sick all the time, because now your immunity is strong. You can, stand being around sick people sometimes and still be able to get through it without needing to go to the doctor all the time. You're less likely to buy things like coffee or energy drinks because now you're sleeping. You don't need to buy the energy. You can get the energy for free, right? You're less likely to buy junk food because you are sleeping. And when you sleep, your body metabolizes your sugars better. Your body has hormones that don't go wild so that you feel hungry all the time, because now you're not having to get energy, quick energy, because now you've gotten free sleep energy, right? And when you're sleeping, you're more productive. So maybe you can make more money, right? So you can calculate the cost savings. Sleep is free. It's a powerful tool. And many of my patients have used it as one of the tools in trying to achieve a healthy weight. So I encourage you to try it. And you can start today for free. All right. So as mentioned, many of us have heard these things. We've heard about eating healthy. We've heard about food as medicine. We've heard about snacking or movement. We've heard about, it's important to be physically active. We've heard about sleep, how important it is. But I encourage you that you shouldn't just hear it today, that just choose one thing. We've heard simple things are easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. So a lot of times we spend a lot of time and money on complex solutions, and we're just neglecting the foundational basic stuff that really actually make a real difference in our health. And that's why a lot of people don't see sustainable results, because oftentimes we're building on very faulty foundations. So if you or someone you know have found this helpful, if you have found this helpful, or you or someone you know have tried on your own and you're finding it challenging, I encourage you to seek professional help. And we have a program here for you at InTouch Primary Care. You can schedule a 15-minute consult to hear more about the lifestyle wellness and healthy weight program, or you can call the number in the caption. But if you do need help with this, there is help. This is a great opportunity for anyone who is interested in achieving a healthy weight, especially if they want to do it with a more natural approach. All right. So imagine you get serious with this. You've decided you really want to achieve a healthy weight, and you're tired of all this, up and down. You're tired of the partial results. You don't want to skip steps anymore. You want to build a healthy foundation. Start with the basics and really do it this time. What I encourage you to do is start with one thing. Do it consistently. Move on to the next. Just imagine that maybe you start sleeping, or you start eating, paying attention to what you're eating, or you start, snacking on movement. It's very likely that a year from now, you'll be a whole different person. Your health would be transformed. So I encourage you to start today. I hope this helps.